Day 8, Friday, May the 8th.
This is the view from our campsite this morning in New Hazelton. We're allowed to park in this car park. Nice playground and a really nice view in the background, and our cool tiny home.
Today, we looked around Hazelton, an historic settlement with stories of pack trains, river trade, and murders. We had a long conversation with Barry Bush, or Basil, which is his native name. He told us about which bears are good to eat. Grizzly bears, don't eat them because they have parasites. Black bears are good to eat unless they have been eating fish, in which case they stink and taste like rotten fish. The other interesting story he told us was about a Hazelton man in the 1900s who shot another man because in the local bar he had been bragging about sleeping with his wife. His name? Simon Gunanoot, and he went on the run, and the government ended up enlisting the Pinkerton detectives to find him and arrest him. He was hunted for years. We were so intrigued by the story, we found and bought the book about Simon Gunanoot. We are reading a chapter a night, and it is really interesting. And what do we see in the distance? It's pretty good. Gushing river.
What do we got here? Now these are massive, amazing steam engines. Roger would love this. Look at the beastie.
Our highlight was a guided tour through the Kasan Historical Village. Their culture has similarities to Māori culture. Really sad to hear when the newcomers came to their land they traded blankets that were supposedly laced with smallpox. We went inside the longhouses while Justin narrated about the door being so narrow that people entering would have to take off their battle armour. And once indoors, there is a trapdoor where they could club unwanted or hostile people on the head, and they would drop through the trapdoor. Larry was so excited to see the actual trapdoor in the floor, he bounced on it. We looked through the gift store where many of the sale items were crafted by local artists. We had learned how the colours used in textiles were predominantly red, black and turquoise. We even saw the fish roe that was used to obtain red dye for the textiles. We also learned how cedar was stripped and processed, being kept for 1 year before turning into smaller strips for weaving, much like Māori weaving with flax. We saw cedar boxes that are square but are made from one piece of wood, which is steamed and then folded into a square. When babies are born, they are placed in a cedar crib, and when as an adult they die, they are put in a cedar box. This completes their life cycle. We also made a stop at the New Hazelton Visitor Centre. While there, we popped upstairs to see a giant taxidermied cougar, which had to be hunted and killed due to the cougar killing people's dogs. From here, It was a 1-hour drive to Sanderson Point Rest Area alongside Highway 16, which is where we parked up for the night. Larry has hung out our washing between 2 trees. It's a cold and still evening, so we don't know if it's going to dry.
We are stopped at the Sanderson Point Rest Area and we're on our way to Prince Rupert. Tonight we will be here right next to the river, and it is a frighteningly fast river.